I'm going to first start off by asking you a question. What is the most demanding child health problem today? You're probably thinking obesity, malnutrition, which is true, and video games can actually help these children with these problems, make them feel better about themselves. And I'm sure you've played video games before. I have too. The society, we have all these smartphones, we could just pull up our phone and play a game right there when we're sitting in the dentist's office or something. And there's lawyers and politicians that are writing these articles who have never played video games before and accusing them of violence and just causing all these health problems with children and adults, and it's not true. How do these people know anything about video games when they've never even played one before? Next time you go to a surgeon or a doctor, ask him if he's done the surgery before, hopefully, and second, ask him if he's ever played a game before. It's statistics that when a surgeon has played a video game before, they are a better surgeon than the one that has never played a game. Now, you probably think gamers, they only work out their thumbs, but in reality, they actually improve their dexterity, their motor skills, eye coordination, hand-eye coordination, and their memory are improved by playing video games. The U.S. Army actually created a video game called the American Army in 2002. It's basically a boot camp for people that are training to be in the military. And then there's the Kinects and Guitar Hero, DDR, Dance Dance Revolution, Wii. All these types of games are promoting physical activity for kids. So they're getting people off the couch. It was revolutionary. People never played standing up, rarely, and now people are playing and interacting with family. And then there's the Wii Fit, which helps elderly with their balance, and it makes people do yoga and aerobics. Then there's this, 2 years ago, a Pokemon game came out, and it had a pedometer in it, which made kids want to rank up in the game, but they had to walk or run, and it would count how many steps they did, and that was a really good idea Nintendo did right there. Now, believe it or not, video games can actually cure diseases and disorders, such as lazy eye. Lazy eye, one eye is astray, and they discovered that if you put an eye patch on their strong eye and make them play a racing game, that after like a couple hours, the eyesight will improve in the lazy eye. And things like Huntington's disease and Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, these really sad, diseases people have that can't be cured. They have still never found a cure for it. But video games can improve their memory, how they walk and talk and stuff and move around, which is incredible. And then for kids who have autism and ADHD, they cannot pay attention. When they sit down in front of a video game, all their attention's on it. And there's actually a study in a hospital that showed that kids who played those games, those ADHD students and stuff, they had to visit the hospital 77% less than kids who didn't play. Then there's these companies like Hope Lab and Games for Health. They work together to make a game called Remission that helps cancer patients. It'll make them feel better about themselves. It'll even motivate them to go to treatment, make them less stressed to go to chemotherapy. They feel more happy about life. And then take into perspective, when you play a game, you're relaxed. You're less stressed. You don't feel any pain. Like, it's a pain reliever. Even anxiety decreases and depression. Suicide rates have actually decreased since video games came out. But yeah, suicide rate is the highest right now. But video games, they balance each other. Like, as suicide rates goes down, popularity of video games go up. And if you want to be a really good multitasker or an artist, just pick up a video game. They make you really creative, and I know this girl in my class, she just drew crazy pictures and she played games as well, and she was going to become a video game creator now. That just totally makes sense. She's going to be a multi-millionaire. But when you play games together as well, it makes your connection with that person, your bond, tighter. Play games like Halo. Halo is a big franchise that has drawn people together. At schools now, they even have brought computers into schools, and kids enjoy going to class now. They'll learn math and enjoy it, and it's weird that kids actually want to go to school. They'll play games like The Sims and Zoo Tycoon. Those games actually show kids how to do finances. Like, there'll be kindergartners who already know how much a recess will cost. It's crazy. And as for divorce, when parents are splitting, a child, they're really depressed. But there's a game called Earthquake and Ziploid that it's online, and it helps a kid cope with his parents being divorced. Now think about your favorite book or movie. What if a few people started an article trying to get it banned? That's so immoral. Like, you don't feel good about that. Why should they do that with video games as well? Such as the Bible. People tried to get rid of that. And we have seen how helpful video games can be as a whole. It helps cancer patients and all these people. And now that you know all this, you should go out and go buy a game and go play it once you get home. And I'm going to leave on a quote by Mark Pensky from this book I read for this. He said, "The opposite of play isn't work, it's depression." Thank you.